Hi, I'm Kaylee. Do you love the night sky as much as I do? I love looking out at the beautiful and magnificent night sky, especially when it's full of stars, sparkling and glistening in the dark of night. The night sky is incredible, and the Earth is a pretty big place. It's easy to see that. But when it comes to our solar system, meaning the sun, the Earth, and all of the other planets, asteroids, and comets that travel around it, the Earth isn't even the biggest. What planet do you think is the biggest? Jupiter, Mercury, or Earth? It's Jupiter. You can fit 1,321 Earths inside of Jupiter. That's how big it is. And Mercury is the smallest. I was thinking to myself the other day, I know a lot of planets orbit around the sun, but what about our galaxy? Is our galaxy traveling through space, or are we just spinning around the sun? How does it all work? In the big old scheme of things, what specific planets are moving, or are we all moving? There are so many things at play. Do you think our galaxy travels through space, or do you think we spin around the sun? Well, firstly, everything in our solar system revolves around the sun. The sun is the largest object in our solar system, containing 99.8% of the mass of our solar system. 1 million Earths could fit inside of the sun. The sun gives off heat and light that makes life possible here on Earth. And planets orbit the sun in oval-shaped paths called ellipses. Planets move in two ways. These are revolution and rotation. Planets revolve around a fixed entity, and every planet turns around and around and around, kind of like a spinning top. Scientists call this rotating. As each planet rotates, it follows a path around the sun. The path is called an orbit. There are 8 planets that orbit the sun. What planets are they? The first one is Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system. Mercury is the closest to the sun, and it is hot during the day and freezing at night. Venus also orbits the sun. Venus is the hottest planet, and is surrounded by poisonous gas. Mars orbits the sun too. Mars is known as the red planet. And as we said before, Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter also orbits the sun and is made of gas and has an area called the Great Red Spot, which is a huge storm. Saturn is another planet that orbits the sun. It has huge rings surrounding it made of ice, dust, and rock. Saturn has more than 60 known moons. Uranus is another of the 8 planets that orbit the sun. It is the only planet that spins on its side, and it was actually the first planet to be discovered by a telescope. And then you have Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun, and it has strong winds and big storms. That definitely wouldn't be fun to be on. Mental note, never travel to Neptune. Did you know that you wouldn't be able to walk on Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune because they have no solid surface? And last but not least, you have Earth. That's where we live. The third planet from the sun and the only planet that is known to support life. Earth is one of these 8 planets and the most important planet that goes around our star, the sun. The Earth rotates as it orbits the Sun, taking 1 day to complete a rotation. And it takes 365 days for the Earth to complete one circuit around the Sun. 365 days equals 1 year. Did you know that we are held onto the surface of Earth by a force known as gravity? This is the same force that keeps the Earth and other planets orbiting around the Sun. How does gravity work? Well, everything in the universe is made up of matter, and the amount of matter an object has is called mass. Some objects have a great mass, and some have a little. In space, objects with great mass pull other objects to them, and that pull is a force called gravity. And because Earth's mass is great, its gravitational pull is also great. It pulls everything towards Earth's center, and it keeps everything from floating in the air. That's how we don't go flying off into space. Not everything in our solar system orbits directly around the Sun. The Moon actually orbits around the Earth. Other objects go around the Sun too, like large chunks of rock called asteroids, balls of ice called comets, and dust particles. All of these things belong to our solar system. Do you know why our solar system is called the solar system? It's because our sun is named Sol, after the Latin word for sun, which is solis. Anything related to the sun we call solar, so that's why we call it the solar system. Everything in the universe spins. Everything spins at different speeds. Some things spin faster than the sun, some are slower, and some things even spin backwards. Here on Earth, we spin around on our own axis, revolving around the sun. What is the universe? The universe is everything we can touch, feel, sense, measure, or detect. It includes living things, planets, stars, galaxies, dust clouds, light, and even time. The universe contains billions of galaxies, each containing millions or billions of stars. The universe is incredibly huge. No one knows the exact size of the universe because we can't see the edge. Maybe there isn't even one. All we do know is that the visible universe is at least 93 billion light years across. It would take a modern jet fighter more than 1 million years to reach the nearest star to the sun. Traveling at a speed of light, which is 300,000 kilometers per second, it would take 100,000 years to cross our Milky Way galaxy alone. Wow! The universe has not always been the same size. Scientists believe it began in a big bang, which took place nearly 14 billion years ago. Oh, that is a long time ago. Since the beginning, the universe has been expanding outward at a very fast speed. So the area of space that we now see is billions and billions of times bigger than what it was billions of years ago. The galaxies are also moving further apart as the space between them expands. Our whole solar system, including our sun, orbits around the center of our galaxy, which is known as the Milky Way. Why is it called the Milky Way? Well, if you're in the countryside, which isn't polluted by streetlights or building lights, and it's nighttime, the sky might have a faint arc of light that looks like milk has spilled across it. The ancient Romans called it lacteal, which means Milky Way or Milky Road. It is obviously not milk, but it's a galaxy. A galaxy is a huge bunch of stars clustered in space. At the center of the Milky Way is one of the weirdest and deadliest things in the universe. It's called a black hole. Black holes are born when a giant star runs out of energy. The star implodes, causing an explosion called a supernova. The star's heart collapses under its own weight and is squashed into a tiny dot we can't see. The sun is only one of hundreds of billions of stars in our Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way has around 200 billion stars, but when you look out at the sky at night, you can only see about 2,500 stars. But did you know the whole universe has at least 100 billion galaxies in it? The universe is huge! Our solar system moves at an average speed of 828,000 kilometers per hour. Oh, that's a lot of kilometers. But even at that speed, it takes us about 230 million years to make one complete trip around the Milky Way galaxy. Our Milky Way galaxy is huge and always in motion. In fact, everything is in motion. All the stars, planets, gas clouds, dust grains, black holes, dark matter, and more travel around inside of it. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. Scientists believe it consists of a central bulge, which is a part that swells or sticks out. It has 4 major arms and several fragments of arms known as spurs. Wait, what? An arm? How can a galaxy have arms? Well, it's not the kind of arms you're thinking of. Spiral galaxies have spiral arms. Spiral arms are pinwheels within the galaxy that are made up of stars, planets, asteroids, and hydrogen clouds that reach out from the central bulge of the galaxy all the way to its edges. Spiral arms are where stars are born from the clouds of molecular gas and shine for billions of years. Earth is between 2 main arms, known as the Perseus arm and the Scutum Centaurus arm. Our solar system is roughly 26,000 light years away from the center of the Milky Way on the edge of a spiral arm called the Orion Spur. So, back to our original question. Is our galaxy traveling through space? Or are we just spinning around the sun? Well, it's a bit of both. Earth orbits around the sun as well as 7 other planets. But our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, is always in motion, traveling through the vastness of space. Our galaxy belongs to a cluster of nearby galaxies, the local group, and together we are traveling toward the center of our cluster at a lovely 25 miles per second. You can't feel it, but we are traveling. There are a lot of moving parts to the universe, and nothing exists in isolation. So to answer our question of, is our galaxy, the incredible Milky Way, traveling through space, or are we just all spinning around the sun? As Earth rotates on its axis, it orbits the sun, which is orbiting the center of the Milky Way, which itself is traveling through space. There you go! We are traveling through space. How cool is that? All right, see you next time!
We are thrilled that you're watching Blue Studios 24/7. We're so excited to bring round-the-clock entertainment and educational content to your home. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest videos. At Blue Studios, we aspire to revolutionize the way families spend time together. We empower families by providing them with tools to work together, earn and learn, and achieve new heights of success. Visit www.bluestudios.io to discover more about our mission and how we empower families to succeed. Thank you so much for being part of our community. Keep watching and learning with us. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.